Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the James Madison Dukes and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Napier told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Dukes offense will go on the attack first. Arrington Maiden, a freshman prospect from Texas. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Man, I tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved, but I'm going to play and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So San Diego State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field comes Lucky Sutton. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him. A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run the counter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Sells to fake. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the big fella. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he almost had a pick.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to tuck.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Aztecs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. Got an alley. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. On play action. In traffic, it's Keller. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
On the ground with the counter. He's got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Dukes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll test the right side. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Line getting set on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Needs it here on 4th down. He'll pull it down. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The pitch. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake and wants to throw. Left side is Sheffield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
The Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. Sells the run, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking for running room. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They punt it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. See some running room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time. But you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll try to get it through the air. Extending the play. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead for them.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's busted. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he found a space on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. They put the brakes on it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, San Diego State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Plows through the defense. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try the left side. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Pulls it on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw.
He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, James Madison. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
17, James Madison, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Selling the fake. They're all over him. What a grab with one hand. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. There he goes. Still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Utes looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
I caught up with the Aztecs head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Kick is in the air. Making his first move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Ready to fire from the pistol. Play action on first down. Rush is on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wide receiver going in motion. Drives inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Dukes will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Right at the line. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. There's some daylight. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Turns it on at midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They give it back to him. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Hands it off. Nice move to keep running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the San Diego State sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's looking deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Straight ahead, it's Sutton. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just got rid of that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Keller. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Aztecs line it up with a 1st and goal. Sells the run, wants to pass. wide right, it's Ford. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
24, James Madison, 14.
Deep in the end zone, it's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much. Found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Almost picked off.
Oh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to establish the run. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it, and he avoids the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Sutton. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The play fake. Right side, it's Sheffield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Red Evan on the RPO. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he gets it away.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off-play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Dukes decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Hits inside, it's Sutton. He's past the sticks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. On the run, it's Sutton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time, just a little bit too...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps on 4th down. Look out. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with a win.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just feeds the running back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Dukes want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stepping to the right. Turning it on! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And they'll take a knee. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
San Diego State.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.